What if I told you that hidden within the ancient scriptures lies a creature so immense, so powerful, that it dwarfs all earthly beasts? A creature that has baffled theologians, scholars, and believers for centuries. His name is Behemoth, the beast of the earth. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most enigmatic and awe-inspiring creatures mentioned in the Bible. The Behemoth. This legendary beast is described with such grandeur and mystery that it has sparked countless debates and theories. So what is Behemoth? Where does it come from? And what does it symbolize? Let's begin with the primary source of our mystery, the book of Job. In Job 40 verses 15 to 24, God himself describes Behemoth to Job. He says, "Behold, Behemoth, which I made as I made you, he eats grass like an ox. Behold, his strength in his loins, and his power in the muscles of his belly. He makes his tail stiff like a cedar, the sinews of his thighs are knit together. His bones are tubes of bronze, his limbs like bars of iron. He is the first of the works of God, let him who made him bring near his sword." These verses paint a picture of an extraordinary creature, unmatched in strength and majesty. The reference to Behemoth's tail being as strong as a cedar and its bones like bronze and iron evoke an image of an almost mythical beast. Ancient Jewish literature also provides fascinating insights into Behemoth. The Book of Enoch, a collection of ancient Jewish apocryphal texts, mentions Behemoth and its counterpart, Leviathan. According to Enoch 60, 7-8, Behemoth and Leviathan are primordial creatures. The text says, "And on that day, two monsters were parted, a female monster named Leviathan, to dwell in the abyss of the ocean over the fountains of the waters. But the male is named Behemoth, who occupied with his breast a waste wilderness named Duodain, on the east of the garden where the elect and righteous dwell." In these writings, Behemoth is portrayed as a colossal beast dwelling in a vast wilderness, symbolizing chaos and the untamed aspects of creation. Similarly, in the most ancient section of the second book of Esdras 6 verse 47-52, written around 100 AD, the two are described as inhabiting the mountains and the seas, respectively, after being separated from each another, due to the sea's insufficiency to contain them both. Likewise, in the contemporary Syriac apocalypse of Baruch 29 verse 4, it is stated that Behemoth will come forth from his seclusion on land, and Leviathan out of the sea, and the two gigantic monsters, created on the fifth day, will serve as food for the elect, who will survive in the days of the Messiah. Ancient Jews' texts also continue to claim that the Behemoth was said to have been created by God to embody the earth, as does its two cohorts, Leviathan and Ziz, who embody the sea and the skies respectively. The three beasts were also created to demonstrate to Adam and Eve that while they may tame those that dwell within their domain, they could never tame the three primordial beasts of the planet. Originally considered a chaos beast, the Behemoth was either confronted by God at the beginning of time or near the end of time, and in both confrontations, the Behemoth is considered a hulking brute of unimaginable strength that is defeated by God's omnipotent nature. However, after the war in heaven, the very fundamental nature of creation itself shifted dramatically, and among these disturbances was the animal kingdom turning against one another for the sake of survival, as well against their former masters, that being Adam and Eve. This also affected the three primordial beasts, Behemoth, Ziz, and the Leviathan itself. The effect caused them to turn against one another, thereby spurning the three layers of what makes up the earth as well as those that dwell within them into chaos. As a result, God was forced to separate these three mighty beasts lest they caused untold natural destruction upon the planet and its inhabitants. Behemoth's appearance is that of a colossal monster. Its height is 200 kilometers and its length is estimated at 500 kilometers, with its teeth being the size of Mount Everest. The Behemoth has pale white scales covering its entire body, which also appears to be slightly falling off. The creature's head is structured similarly to an iguana, being oval-shaped, large-mouthed, and having medium-sized eyes, though these eyes appear to lack any surrounding skin to help keep it in place. The Behemoth also has large nostrils that can be difficult to see due to the circumstances of the image. The eyes of the beast are pitch black with no visible retinas, so it is unknown how it actually operates. The mouth is lined with a number of enormous jagged teeth that get shorter the further back they are, resembling those of an alligator. The Behemoth, as one of the first beasts created by God, is described as an unstoppable juggernaut and unconquerable monster of the land in the Bible. In the book of Job, Behemoth was presented to Job by God as a testament to God's power of being the only one who could subdue and tame these primordial beasts, and that no weapon of man or lesser beast could ever hope to bring it down. In the case of the Behemoth, it lords over the earth and is master over all animals. Given that it embodies the land and all its inhabitants, the behemoth wields total control over the animals of earth. The behemoth would release a loud roar that can be heard for miles and makes all animals tremble with fear, and thus renders them less ferocious for a whole year. As a result, weak animals live in safety away from the reach of wild animals. The Book of Job explains that without the behemoth's roar, animals would grow more wild and ferocious and hence go around butchering each other and humans, though when it was unleashed, it can change the frequency of its roar, thus its command, and would have the animals run rampant nonetheless. A Jewish rabbinic legend describes a great battle which will take place between them at the end of time. It says, "They will interlock with one another and engage in combat. With his horns the behemoth will gore with strength, the fish, Leviathan, will leap to meet him with his fins, with power. Their creator will approach them with his mighty sword, and slay them both. Then, from the beautiful skin of the Leviathan, God will construct canopies to shelter the righteous, who will eat the meat of the behemoth and the Leviathan amid great joy and merriment." In the Haggadah, behemoth's strength reaches its peak on the summer solstice of every solar year. At this time of year, behemoth lets out a loud roar that makes all animals tremble with fear, and thus renders them less ferocious for a whole year. As a result, weak animals live in safety away from the reach of wild animals. This mythical phenomenon is shown as an example of divine mercy and goodness. Without behemoth's roar, traditions narrate, animals would grow more wild and ferocious, and hence go around butchering each other and humans. Theological interpretations of behemoth vary widely. Some scholars believe behemoth to be a poetic representation of a powerful land animal, possibly a hippopotamus or an elephant. Others argue that behemoth symbolizes the chaos and untamed forces of nature that only God can control. As we delve deeper, we see that behemoth is more than just a creature, it is a symbol. It represents the power and mystery of God's creation, a reminder of the awe-inspiring and often incomprehensible nature of the world around us. Imagine a beast so grand that its mere description evokes both fear and wonder. This is the essence of behemoth, a testament to the grandeur of divine creation and a symbol of the natural world's untamed power. The mystery of behemoth continues to captivate and inspire. Whether viewed as a literal creature or a symbolic representation, behemoth stands as a powerful testament to the majesty and mystery of God's creation. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the ancient texts and hidden mysteries of the Bible. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating explorations of biblical lore and ancient wisdom. And as always, let us know your thoughts and interpretations in the comments below. What do you think behemoth represents? Until next time, keep seeking the truth and divine wisdom. Let's end with a Bible verse that encourages us not to be afraid or fear, for God will be with us. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Amen.